for whatever reason, because I definitely don't feel like I deserved it or anything like that, 2024 was an incredible year. I had some of the most transformative, life-changing things happen in 2024 that were just, I mean, I just can't even believe some of the things that happened in 2024. Things like I hired my mom to my business full-time and got her essentially out of the corporate world. Like, it was just crazy. My relationship with God changed in a way, and I encountered it in a way that I had just never experienced before. And a lot of the videos that I make here on this channel and that I like to make are like educational or informative or thought-provoking or different things like that, or, you know, they have a clear message. And with this video, I guess I would like there to be a message to it, you know, some sort of message about if you're just consistent in trying to better yourself and just looking for opportunities regardless of the circumstances you were going in. Because going into this year, I was definitely in a space where I could have been really restrictive with myself just because of the stuff I was going through, and, you know, just limiting my belief system in my own head because of the things I was going through. But I fought against that, and I made a very active and conscious decision that despite things that I was going through in my personal life, I'm going to make sure that I am living my life to the best that I possibly can. And really, really good results came from that. It was a really awesome year. So I hope that going into 2025, you guys can take on a mindset like that as well. But more than anything else, I really just wanted to make this video as a piece of almost like memories for myself, to just remember this year and how special it was for me, and then maybe hopefully you guys can appreciate that as well. But that's it. We're gonna roll all of 2024, all of the coolest things that I experienced in the year, and hopefully 2025 can have some similar stories to tell at the end of that year as well. And hopefully we all can have a really cool and awesome 2025 together. But here is my 2024. So 2024 really started for me in 2023 with meeting this amazing woman, Megan, here. We actually met out in the wild, not on social media, not on dating sites, and she has been phenomenal. Went to Destin, Florida in January on the way to the Florida RV Super Show in Tampa. This is where you can really see me getting my spirit back. Went through a lot of stuff in 2023, and this is when I really started to just become myself again and feel comfortable with myself and starting to enjoy life again. And definitely feel like this scene here embodies that perfectly. Can tell that that was a result too, because went to the Florida RV Super Show and filmed my most viewed YouTube video of the year on this Brinkley Model G 3950 toy hauler. And then shortly after that, this was one of the most significant trips that I went on of the year, as Megan and I went camping in Arkansas, and it rained for 18 hours straight. And it was so significant because there was not one complaint from me or Megan the entire time. We legitimately just had such a good time together. This was one of those moments I realized just how special of a woman that Megan is. On my birthday, got to go snowboarding with my dad. It is beautiful out here today. This was really significant to me as well because this was the first winter that I ever had a pass to a ski resort. And my dad has been skiing most of his life, but as I was growing up, I played football and basketball, which interfered with the skiing and snowboarding season. So to get to go skiing and snowboarding with my dad as often as I did this year, that was really special to me. And I was really, really happy that I was able to have the time to go out there. And this year was one of the most significant moments for me for the year. This was so significant because there were so many opportunities I turned down to work with other RV dealerships filming my RV reviews. And then finally this opportunity with Blue Compass came up. And it made me realize why I had to say no to so many other deals, as it finally became a partnership I was excited to be a part of. Then going into May, went down to film RVs in San Diego, and went down to San Diego for the first time ever in my life with Blue Compass RVs. And while I was there, we tried to learn how to surf, and this was just some of the most fun memories of the year for sure. right, 10-second challenge. You have to stand on your boat for 10 seconds. You're gonna do it? No way.
Water, wide.
Oh my god. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Great job, babe. Great job.
So pretty. So pretty.
Come on now, don't play with me, don't play with me.
There we go. Whoa.
Going into June, still traveling around the country filming RVs, so that brought us down into Austin. While we were there, we went and floated the river. This was really cool. Never done that before in Austin, and it was much more exciting than I thought it was gonna be. And then in July, we took one of my other favorite trips of the year. This was with Megan's family. We went to the Oregon coast. My brother also met us up there, and we did some really cool stuff there, including the most adrenaline-filled thing I had done all year.
Toes over the edge, stand up straight, arms up in the air, let go of the rail, arms up, look up river, head up, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, dive!
I wish I could explain to you how afraid I am of heights, but this here was a huge challenge for me to overcome that fear. I have never felt my heart beat out of my chest the way that it did before I was about to jump off that ledge, and it was the most exciting thing I did all year. So definitely recommend you pushing yourself to try to do more things that challenge you in that way. From there, went to Indiana to film RVs, and on the way back, stopped in Chicago for a couple days and got to experience Chicago. This was a ton of fun. In fact, I actually brought an entire inflatable paddleboard to Chicago just so that we could experience floating on the river, and that was a ton of fun. And technically, I guess it was Lake Michigan, but we actually stayed out there until the sun went down, which was just a really cool experience. And then after that, going into August, I started getting really serious on my Firmly Unbound channel, talking about my testimony and some of the really important stuff on my heart. Here's one of those moments there. Incredibly transformative time in my life. I had to quit my job. I had to drop out of school. This is part of my process and my journey to living firmly unbound. Like, I can already feel a weight being lifted, and I can feel the weight coming off of me. Oh. Like, I feel my body getting lighter, just knowing that I don't have to hide behind this anymore. And, you know, I hate that I tell all these people all the time when I tell my story of, like, the successes I've achieved in life and how I dropped out of school, and it doesn't matter if you drop out of school, but I can never tell the real reasons of why I dropped out of school, because I can't talk about that. It is crazy out here. Absolutely insane. This was a really cool moment. My dad actually met me here in Nebraska to go to this game, and this was the most exciting football game that either of us have ever been to. Totally worth going to. And then from there, I drove to Hershey, Pennsylvania for the Hershey RV show, and on that drive from Nebraska to Pennsylvania, I processed a whole bunch of things about life and just different stuff that I was thinking about, and this was the result of that. And I'm so glad that I took the time to film my thoughts, because I know that I'll come back and look on this and understand like this was a shifting moment in my life. I just had one of the most spiritually awakening moments of my entire life, and I felt like I had to just say something about it because I am so just awoken spiritually. It's really, really bizarre. But I've been a Christian my whole life. I believed in God, believed in Jesus, but I have never, until maybe the last month or so, really dug in and tried to evaluate why I believe what I believe. Like, do I really believe this? Let me start to really challenge my belief and see if there is something else out there that makes more sense. And I have found myself going through so many different rabbit holes of trying to challenge my understanding of the world. And I just listened to about 2 hours worth of these videos here. So on YouTube, it's the Give Me an Answer page with Stuart and Cliff. And oh my gosh, the way I feel like I know the Bible says those that seek me wholeheartedly will find me. And I feel like over the past month, I have been seeking to understand God wholeheartedly, and like the way I feel like I found God, and I have a very deep understanding now of just who God is and how God functions, is unlike anything I've ever experienced before in my life. Everything now in the world, I feel like, has just opened up in my mind to like why things are the way they are, why evil exists, why good exists, what is good and evil. So many why there's different world religions, and just how history has, played a role in how society, like everything in my mind has just opened up to a level I've never felt before. This is like I'm just having to sit here and sit in this because I just feel like I touched into the Spirit of God truly for the first time. Like, I understand God's love for me at a level I've never ever felt before or ever thought of before. And it was because I was seeking God wholeheartedly for the past month or so. And I don't know, I hope this just encourages someone else out there to also seek God wholeheartedly and just see what happens. And in doing that, hopefully we can go live more firmly unbound. Oh, and from there, it was just a whole bunch of awesomeness. So, filmed RVs at the Hershey RV show. I filmed more motorhomes in one stretch than I ever have before, so that really challenged myself. Something that I've always been doing and hopefully will always continue to keep doing, just challenging myself with new tasks and learning new things. And then from there, I got to do something really cool where my mom flew out first class. So I got to fly her out first class. Awesome feeling getting to do that. To New York, her favorite city in the world. Met her down there in New York, and my brother also met us out there. We got to spend a couple days walking around New York. We also took a day going down to Boston and then stopped in Mystic, Connecticut as well. And this was one of my favorite pictures of the year from Boston. Love that picture. Then I drove to Indiana to film more RVs out there from New York. And on my way out there, I stopped at the Michigan USC game. This was the game-winning touchdown here. Absolutely awesome moment. I still can't believe I got to go to this game and experience a football game in Michigan Stadium, one of the largest stadiums in the world. That was incredible. And then I started selling Firmly Unbound merchandise. This was a huge step I had been thinking about for over a year and finally made happen. So thrilled that this happened in 2024. This is so awesome to me. This is now day 3 in a row that we have an order for a Firmly Unbound shirt from FIRMLYUNBOUND.com. I just cannot even believe this. It is really so exciting to me to be able to just get to do this every day and send out more items of clothing to y'all. So Tanya, thank you so much for your order. Not only is this day 3 in a row, you also are the first person to order 2 items in your order. So man, I'm just so thankful, Tanya. Thank you for wearing this brand proudly, and I can't wait for you to get to open these. I have some stickers here for you as well that I'm throwing in, so those will be in there. And Found myself back out in Colorado to go on a hunting trip with my family, and while I was out there I took my dad to the Broncos-Raiders game, which was really cool. I'm from Denver originally, so I am a Denver and Colorado sports fan. This game was awesome, and then we went out on our hunting trip and made some of the best memories with my dad's side of the family for the year that I made. We're on this trip.
So cool. That's a nail and bolt. There you go. There it is. Oh, yeah!
How you doing? And this here was another one of my favorite pictures of the year. Needs to be in a Chevy ad. Then this was, I think, my favorite video that I put out of the entire year. You can go check this out on my Firmly Unbound YouTube channel here. It's just living firmly unbound, gave me the life I always wanted. Let me explain. And I love that video. I'm so happy about it. Then after that, got to go skiing with Megan, or I guess I was snowboarding and she was skiing. Really excited that she enjoyed that because this is something that my dad's side of the family, we all enjoy going to go do. I like getting to go up and snowboard at least like 6 to 8 times a year, if not even more if I could. So I was really excited that Megan also enjoyed it and we got to go up together a couple times throughout the winter season of 2024.
Oh man, you know, I think I have slope phobia right now.
Slope phobia.
That's steep!
Good job, good job. This is very steep. It's hard to tell on camera, but this is very steep. This is by far the steepest run she's gone on. And she's in the, oh, the first dip. The first wipeout. The first wipeout.
Oh my goodness, that was fun! How do I get out now?
Then I took my cousin, who's basically like a brother to me, to a CU football game. This was CU's last home game against Oklahoma State. Ton of fun. And then finally, to end the year out, had 2 of the most major accomplishments of the year both happen in the month of December. This was just insane. Can I take like 2 minutes to tell y'all how unbelievable this day is? Because I hit a life goal that I thought would take me way longer in life to hit, and it is all thanks to you guys that watch videos here and on my Myles RV pages where I do RV tours on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram here. So thank you guys, because I've tried so many different things over the years to try to hit this goal. I played sports all the way into college. That never got me anywhere close. I made music and ran a recording studio for 5 years. That never got me anywhere close. Worked like a dozen different jobs and worked in 2 different multi-level marketing businesses. None of those were able to do what I just was able to accomplish today, where I was able to essentially retire my mom out of the corporate workforce and come work for me full time, giving her way more freedom and way more flexibility than she's had in just about any time of her adult life, still making good money to do it. And it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you so much to everybody here that watches these videos, watches the RV videos and engages with those videos and trusts me with the advice that I give you guys. I'm just so grateful, and it's just so cool to me. I mean, she's literally out right now. I need some camera equipment tomorrow to go film some RVs, so she's at Best Buy picking that up for me while I do some office stuff. And she gets to take my dog, or our dog really, Saint, with her, so she can go walk around and just enjoy the sunlight after she's done picking that stuff up. And these are just things she never got to do before, so this is so cool. And I'm just so grateful. And I want to say thank you too to Blue Compass RV. You guys have definitely been the biggest supporter in the RV industry with what I do. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to Matt with Matt's RV Reviews. Matt, you know all the things you've done to help make this possible. Josh, the RV nerd, thank you for all the advice you've given me over the years. The RV hunter, thank you to all the conversations we've got to have together. And then thank you to Tommy, the manager that hired me at Holiday World, for believing in me when not everybody did, and got me into the RV industry. And then Holiday World, the first place I started filming RVs. I mean, just grateful for all the experiences, relationships, and things that I've got to have over the years that have made this moment possible, where it's definitely the biggest accomplishment I have ever had in my entire life. Oh my gosh, am I excited. Today is the day, y'all. It is finally here. Just pulled up to Blue Compass RV to pick up my RV And let me tell you, they have such a cool experience with buying your RV. Look at this, y'all. I just pulled up, and they do not just do this because it is me. If you're a Blue Compass customer, when you pull up to pick up your RV, this is what it looks like. They have it out front here, ready to go for me. I mean, this is so cool. So there you go, future self. I have been sitting here all day putting this video together for you. So hopefully sometime, 5-10 years down the road, you are really enjoying watching this back and remembering how transformative of a year 2024 was. And for you as the audience watching, hopefully we all are ready to go into 2025 with some plans and some goals for things that we want to accomplish, both maybe career-wise, but also just things that we want to do in life to just find more fulfillment out of life. That's definitely my goal going into 2025, and I'm really excited to continue to grow everything that's going on here at Firmly Unbound. That's going to be a really, really close focus of mine going into 2025, along with everything I plan to do with RVs, which I also am going to be starting a really big project on that side as well. And I just am excited to venture on into 2025 and create more memories. So that was an awesome year. Really excited for what's to come though. And hopefully you guys are too. Until next time, live firmly unbound.